We're live. It's the SEO show, fuckers. Yeah,
Hey guys.
that's how it goes. That's how we're rolling. We have John Smith and JC. Why don't you guys introduce yourself and tell us where the fuck you're from?
John Smith. I signed in with one of my clients' Gmails by accident. I'm sorry.
I don't care.
Lane
I
Bolt.
know who the hell you are.
I know you're being a dick. I love it.
Yeah. It's fucking. It's the SEO show, fuckers. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how we're rolling. This is how we're rolling today. Motherfuck me. Oh, here we go. And of course, I'm gonna be. Let's stop that. Let's stop all of this shit.
Madness.
Now I just have to figure out. I know who the hell you are.
I know you're being a dick. I love it.
Okay, does one of you guys have YouTube open, or Lane's all freaking out. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. See, this is how we're rolling today. Here we go.
Nope.
What's up, guys?
Hey, bro.
We're running multiple hangouts at the same time. I'm just trying to figure out where else I have things open and going.
I told people, so they were dropping off as I told them, so we're good.
Yep, I got nothing.
Okay.
Everything I touch turns into jet.
Yeah. There. Did I do it? I found it. Yes. Lane is sitting there in pure freak out mode going, what the hell, man? We're hearing each other. It's like an acid trip. Jeez almighty. I apologize for the unprofessionalism that is the SEO show, but I really don't care. You can call my mom. I gave her the link. She might be in here yelling at me pretty soon. Just to let you guys know, over on the left-hand side is a little box that says Q&A. If you open up that as we inside, you will see what any of the smart people that are watching this on the event page the event page, and if they hit the Q&A, they can type in stuff and ask us questions, and if we feel like it, we can go ahead and answer them, or we can ignore them. So that's the housekeeping shit, but let's go ahead and try to introduce ourselves again without 55 of my screens going off at once.
Sure. Justin, go first.
Hey, I'm Justin Blake. JC, live here in Phoenix. Hooked up with Lane a while back, and just never looked back. This system that we put together for you guys, you know, it just works. And the best thing that you can do is to get involved.
Sweet.
Pretty simple.
Simple, man.
Yep.
Come on, Lane or John.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm done. It ain't me. You guys step up. Let's go.
I accidentally signed in with a client's Gmail. My bad. Lane Boland from MADRANK.
Bitch, that's not me.
What?
I heard you again saying you signed up with your client's Gmail. I'm shut down. I'm all shut down. That's cool. That's cool.
That's cool.
Anyway, proceed, Lane.
Yeah, no. Lane Boland from MADRANK with my co-founder Justin Blake. Every good business needs a solid partnership, and I'll just say that Justin is the solid, steady safety on the trigger, so to speak.
That's what he was telling me before everybody joined up together earlier, and I love it because, yes, if you haven't noticed that, my rock star partner is the docile yet lovable, cuddly Byron Lee, who is now back from LA
for cigarettes, Byron.
Drunking whoremongering that he was doing out there with all the rock stars.
I just didn't know where I was for a week. It's okay.
Wake up, blood in your mouth.
Yeah, on the beach.
Hey, that's a lot better than what other things could happen, you know?
Not again.
Back.
Listen, guys, there's some crazy-ass shit going on in the SEO world. Half of it we don't even have to talk about. The reason I wanted you guys on here is we probably, at least oh, the bow tie. They want to see the bow tie. Is because there are probably, I don't know, between Byron and I, 100 SEO groups that we're part of.
Sure.
There's 1,000,001 ways to get backlinks. There's 50 million black hat groups that you can go to and buy GSA and all this other shit. But the one thing that I've seen for probably 2.5 years is after all of this knowledge is just dumped in your lap and you've watched 400 hours of videos, you have no idea how to run your fucking business.
No.
You can know how to handle a fucking website, but damn it, how do you rent it out? How do you talk to somebody? How do you get phone calls? How do you do leads? How the hell do I get the balls up to go and ask somebody to look at what I have to offer and how cool it is? I mean, it's cool in my living room to my wife, and then she goes, okay, now what? How the fuck do you make money from this? You know?
Until you figure that out, you're just a skilled technician for somebody who has figured it out.
I love that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love that. I mean, that's as simple as it is, and that's why I said, you know, when I started seeing your posts and started seeing, you know, your group take off, because I'm like always watching all these things going on. And somebody said, you know, oh, this is really cool information. I went, okay, join. I don't know who anybody is, but I'll join in. If it's a dick group, then I leave, you know, and then I call everybody out.
Dick group, but they know, at least they know what they're talking about.
Somebody over there is playing a YouTube video.
No, I was not. I was shutting off Facebook.
Oh, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. No,
But yeah, I mean, I've been really pleased with the stuff in the group too. Like literally, it's, you know, you joke around and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, let's get the cash flow, let's get the business, let's grow our companies. You know, whether we do joint partnerships together or we do it individually. I mean, that's what we all want. You know, is to bring some cash flow in.
One of the things that I dealt with moving forward is I've owned businesses, and one of the things that really attracted to me what we're doing and the way that we're doing it is the truth is if you can scale this, if you're doing it yourself, you're not going to be able to scale it to the point that you want to. If you have the processes and you have the people, then you can go as big as you want. You just have to be able to go and close clients and talk to people in their language. There's so many people out there in the SEO world that are like, well, I can rank you. What's that? That doesn't, as a business owner, that means dick to me. It means nothing to me.
Hey guys, can we take it a step back from that? I mean, that's assuming that the people in the audience even want to be involved in client SEO.
Yeah.
And the reason why, and I just want to plug in there that you should be in the client SEO game before you get involved in the affiliate game, is the reason why, and that's how JC and I we decided to specialize in client SEO and then furthermore pay-per-lead. But it was a real simple calculus of looking at the market and seeing that there's this huge population of people that know SEO, but there's only a handful that have the brass and the processes to actually leverage it in a client world. So if you stay in the affiliate world, it's an arms race, and the SEO with the most knowledge and the most money wins. Period. So in the client niche, it's like each client is like your own private little niche with hapless, almost incompetent competition. It's the easiest money in the world. You just got to close the deal.
And that here's what I loved, and it comes full circle. Is I started an affiliate, and I was like, I'm going to build a site and I'm going to sell this thing, and then I started studying Zane Miller's YouTube course.
Oh, I know Zane. Good dude.
Yeah. Well, I jumped out and I hit him up and I said, dude, incredible stuff. Can I be one of your affiliates? And he was like, okay, I don't know who the fuck you are, but sure. And him and I started talking, and I was like, well, this is really cool. This is what I've done. This is what he's done. We get together, and we're both like, hey, have you seen this Google Hangout thing?
Yeah.
So we became partners, and, you know, it was awesome. We were doing the WSO show, and we were doing reviews every day of something, of whatever product was launching, and we were doing great. But I'm going to tell you this. we were spending 40 hours to make $7 sales.
Yeah.
Upsells and everything else, you know, we're breaking about 50, maybe $100 a sale, hoping that it's enough to feed both of us and all our bills. We're stressed, you know. I hit a sale the other day for $5,500. One sale.
Yeah.
In my pocket.
Yeah.
That's a lot freaking easier than $7 every day. Knowing that I don't have to be an affiliate is taking so much stress because I'm not busting my balls looking for a $7 product. Go ahead. I'm done with my rant.
I was just enthralled. One of the biggest.
I was going to say I'm Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, you sir. You sir.
You know, one of the things I too did a little affiliate work in the beginning, and I had no idea how to put a website together. I had no idea how to put anything together, and it just became a burden. The time that you spent trying to get all that stuff done, where you can go to clients and you can talk to businesses and oh, hey, they're going to pay me every month. Yeah, there's some maintenance involved there, but once you start those relationships, and for me, at least here in Phoenix, I have a lot of relationships, and it's one of the things that I love best about it. There's a lot of people out there that are teaching, you know, keep all of your clients far away and keep them this and that, and I'm sorry, no, we're in business together, and that, you know, once you do that, you'll keep them forever.
One of the things that I absolutely loved, and Byron will know, is every time I was watching a webinar for you guys or watching stats or seeing this, you know, screenshot, it said Phoenix something, and I'm like, son of a, get the hell out of my neighborhood.
Yeah, Frank keeps Skyping me. He's like, dude, they're taking over Phoenix. I'm like,
what the hell? Why is everybody coming for me? Chris Winters lived here, you know, in Scottsdale, and he was doing Phoenix bail bonds, Phoenix lawn care, all this stuff, and I'm like, stop! I can't be a startup in this neighborhood. And you know what I realized? Everything that you guys are doing is probably 50 miles away from my closest client to you guys. Yep. There's just so much business just in this area that it's like it was a joke because I'm just like, well, who cares?
There's plenty of pie for everyone. We operate in 5 primary niches, and there's 10 spots on the first page. So there's room for 50 SEOs in Phoenix.
Well, and you know, then it makes our chops better because I'm into the competition. And the first thing I'll do if I get a site above one of you guys is you're getting an email. Oh, I'm gonna bust your balls, and I probably will do it live on Facebook just to really irritate you.
That's fine by us. That just means that we turn in and tell our guys to get to work.
Exactly. No, that's, you know, whether you're doing the client SEO or not, the SEO portion of the end product is the same. You know, you're going to do the same 10 hours to do an affiliate product and rank it or rank the video or anything else, but you're also going to do the 10 hours with the client. The only difference is the amount of money at the end of the sale.
Yeah.
Is it $7 or is it $1,500 every month for the next 5 years or more?
That begs our original topic of scale. And the thing is, you know, whether it's affiliate SEO where you're up against all these other really smart SEOs with a lot of money, or it's client SEO where you're in a relatively soft niche compared to other SEO rackets or competitions, it's still the stumbling block for people to get off the ground is having enough cash to get their first project moving. So that's how JC and I devised a way to sell SEO in such a way that, one, it's accountable, 2, we get paid up front, which funds the project, and now we own an asset that's perpetually making everybody money. We have all the control. The client isn't busting our balls. More often than not, we're calling the client saying, "Where's my money?"
Yeah.
Right. No, and that's, you know, we were in Vegas, Byron and I, and we're walking around in this room that I swear was no bigger than my freaking apartment. And there had to be, and they literally had 6,000 tickets sold to this event. It was a freaking madhouse at the fair. It was just balls and tits to the wall, and nobody could fucking move. Wow. And I looked at him and I said, everybody spent all this money to come in to be that power affiliate, Yet I've seen 3 that I know that are crushing it, making millions a year. And the difference is the ones making the millions didn't look like they had $10 to rub, you know, and because they didn't care. They're sandals, shorts. They're in Las Vegas. Everybody else is, you know, suit and tie. A couple of chicks were looking like they were trying to get the hookup, and you know, all that. But it was funny at the amount of money to become an affiliate. When I'm going, what if we had one of these where it was relationship building, reaching out, finding the client, doing all that? Because I think if people, one, watching today and in the future when they're watching this video, I think when they realize that they're missing that piece, they are going to go over to MADRANK on Facebook and mad-rank.com on your interweb, and they're going to sign up because they know that now we're going to get the answer. Because that's what's missing. The guy who's afraid to talk to the client is because he doesn't know what the fuck to say.
Yeah. That's why we named that missing link. It really is. Because there's no question that it's missing. You're down in the basement somewhere. You gotta learn. You just gotta learn how to talk to a business.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in a basement office. I love it. But it's in my entire house, so it's not like it's my mom's basement.
That's better. It's not your mom's basement. So
yeah, it's my basement.
Hey, my mom might be watching this.
Well,
he never let me live in the basement.
That's like, Mom, we need some meatloaf.
My mom was a drill instructor for the Marine Corps. She's retired. She's a retired sergeant. So I yelled, "Get me meatloaf." She'd break my ass in half with a Wilson baseball bat. She ain't got no fear.
Oh boy! But you know, going back to that. Oh, I was gonna say, just going back to like what's missing. I mean, I know that. I mean, I'm even learning a lot of stuff from the MADRANK group like all the time. But my biggest thing 2 or 3 years ago was getting on the phone, and it was having the confidence to structure a deal. And a lot of that I learned on by myself. And so I'm pretty good at it now. But just having the extra tools to kind of make the deal even sweeter and make it so it takes less responsibility off of myself, as far as like you basically portray it as you're giving them something and you almost under-deliver yourself, but then that gives you the ability to over-deliver in the long run, if that makes sense. So you come in low and then you outperform your estimate, and you just look like a rock star all day long. So that's what I love about this.
Well, Byron, how much did that learning on our own cost us? I mean, really, because you're talking to a guy who's willing to spend $5,000. We say we'll do it for $500. We left $4,500 a month on the table, and we don't know that until we look down the line and we go, son of a bitch.
Yep, exactly.
Go ahead.
Oh, lots of money left on the table, lots of refunds, chargebacks. I mean, I haven't had too many, but there are those times where I got chargebacks and it freaking hurt, and I had to be hunkered down low for a while with my income, so it happens.
We've all been there, and the way we break through that strategy is we stop selling on price and we start selling on value. Become the Ferrari, don't be a Hyundai.
Hey, wait a minute, I drive a Kia.
You got to tell the story, Lane. You got to.
Okay, so probably when JC and I realized that we had finally fine-tuned our system was when a CPA lawyer client who we have never met in person, who was a lobbyist in Washington, D.C., and he's on the phone with JC, and they're going through the proposal. They already went through the comp analysis. Now they're going through the proposal, and he stops for a minute and he says, JC, you guys are the Ferrari of internet marketing to all of the other Hyundais that have been calling me.
Dude.
But we've arrived, finally.
And he didn't just tell us that. He went and told some pretty big people online, like where we were getting our leads and some of that stuff. I don't know if you want to share that, but it was amazing.
Because the Get Mad case study that everyone's so excited about, that the first publication drops this Tuesday, we're getting our leads from business.com, and this guy, and this is how I found out about this conversation was, well, one, he told JC, and then two, my account manager at business.com calls me and he says, hey dude, you're kicking the shit out of your fellow competitors. Can we just set up an exclusive funnel for you? Because you're making it hard for my business. I'm like, yeah, sure. Make me an offer I can't refuse.
Yeah, I mean, why the fuck would I turn down free money? You know, I mean, but that's, you know, and here's the funny part. And I saw on your webinar, and I'm a stalker on the back end, and I watch. I watch all the links and stuff, and you posted up your MADRANK proposal sheet, you know, that you give away for a lead, and you had who is that? Hub? Who's on that same page?
Marquito? Marquito, right?
Yeah, Marquito. Yeah, they were on there. That's right. And I go over to yours, and I'm going to download it, and I'm like, shit, I can't. If I put in my information, that's going to cost for a lead, and I'm going to be such a dick. So I didn't.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, this was before we started really talking and stuff. I was watching all the other stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to go in there and find him. I'm going to see what it looks like, and I'm going to, you know, I literally, and you know, I take everybody's stuff and I start using the best of the best ideas for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna find out what the hell he's got hidden, and I'm gonna steal it. And then I'm like, oh, that'd be a douchebag move. That's probably $100 a lead. And I ain't hiring his ass. So don't go download the white paper, guys, or don't go download it.
We have it available for free in the MADRANK Facebook group.
Oh, see, yeah. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, well, I take that back. I'm available in missing link group, and we white label it to all our missing linkers because the white paper does a really good job of explaining to the business owner in the language he understands what's in it for him in terms of internet marketing. So when we come into the competition analysis, you know, we're not having to go back to grade school and explain what we're doing and justify our processes. We just get straight down to brass tacks and ask him if he wants to see, you know, his own plan to beat his competition. Yeah.
Now, when you put that page together, did you get that off of the Warrior Forum, like a WSO, and then rebrand it for you?
No, I actually wrote that.
I'm sorry, Justin's just going, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I bought it for $7 off of one of your reviews, and then I just slapped MADRANK on it and then called it a different name, and then...
I went down to Van Buren and looked for some new writers.
And then you got the PSDs for free as the bonus upgrade?
Yeah. Well, you know, when you go for the best.
I'm sorry. I've got to bust people's balls because I know that that's what they do. Because that's all they know. And that's why I'm saying get over to MADRANK, the Facebook group, Facebook / MADRANK, right? I mean, it'll pop up.
Just Google MADRANK. The only way in now is by invitation. So somebody in MADRANK has to invite you. So you know, it's kind of like Fight Club.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
I was going to say, should we stop talking about it? And
It's cool. No, it's invitation only, and the only reason why is because I'm getting really tired of trolls and people that are just affiliate bombing the group, and so it makes my job easier to keep it a complete value added.
One of the things I loved is now you're over 1,500. Put that fucking challenge out there, pal.
What's that?
I said we put that challenge out there, and people started being, hey, that's cool. I need all you guys that are like MADRANKers to go over and just like the SEO show, and then like unfollow it, but have the like, because we're at like 400 viewers. We're 400 people. We've got subscribers on YouTube. We've got all these replays, and I can't get a damn like.
No. Hey, look.
$4 to get one click.
Hey, if you like MADRANK, you need to go like the SEO show. We're going to purge the two lists, and you will be removed. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this. I post up cool shit that we find about SEO on it. You don't get nailed. If you want to see our sponsors and our future love relationships, go over to the SEOshow.com and click all those banners and sign up for all that cool shit. That's how we'll make our money. But other than that, We don't get paid for telling you to go to MADRANK. We don't get paid to tell you to sign up. The missing link price increase is in a couple of days, right?
Today at 23:59 Central.
There you go, military for midnight bastards. And you are looking at and talking with guys to do the webinar circuit, right?
Yeah, there's a pending launch. Before that, I mean, being guys, the thing is about Missing Link is it's not really about SEO. It's about business development and knowing how to make money. And the thing is, right now, if I was to go on the webinar circuit, the affiliates would have all the leverage. So rather than do that, what I do is, I'll just use internal paid traffic to prove my numbers, and then with a proven product, with proven conversions, now we have the leverage in negotiations. So we eat our own cooking here.
Yeah. Oh no. I mean, and that makes complete sense. Doug Huggins, we always start on time. We just don't always start on your time. But we appreciate you being here. Hey, pet peeve of mine. You say you start at 10?
Start at 10.
15, I'm going somewhere else.
Kevin said, joined Missing Link 2 nights ago and can't believe what I've learned in the last 24 hours. Kevin, post a blog, sir. Let's start prospecting hard.
Kevin's no shit, man. He hustles his ass off.
Yeah, he does.
He jumped in, and that's why I said, man, it's good to see you inside, because I was like, damn. And that's the thing is, we've got a trust factor with our viewers and stuff that know, we're kind of raw. We don't bullshit,
Good.
Because there's no profitability in burning somebody once, and they'll go out and it's old business, you do something bad, they'll tell 10. Do something good, they might tell 1. So I'm just here to give good karma and tell motherfuckers what's up. And I mean motherfuckers like my homeboys. My homeboy. Yeah. Did you guys see the new promo video?
For the SEO show?
Yeah. That we put out last night?
No, I didn't see that.
It's so stupid. but it was awesome. So
Frank hits me up. He's like, dude, check this out. I'm like, where'd you find this guy?
We got a Mexican homie to do talk about the SEO show, man.
That's awesome.
And I'm buying YouTube ads with him, talking about how it's adult only, no, not safe for work, and everybody knows you better not be listening to this at work.
Kind of like MADRANK, not safe for work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We hashtag not safe for work all the time.
I'm listening
Somebody
to
actually
MADRANK
had
stuff.
the speakers on at work and freaked out because I dropped a couple F-bombs and they were like, I don't have my headphones in. I'm like, well, you shouldn't be listening.
I was listening to MADRANK stuff in the car, like over the Bluetooth audio, and my girlfriend's like, what? Is this business or is this like sailor talk? Like, is this like trash talk? And I'm like, a little bit of both,
It's honest to God discussions. Let's see. Kevin Smith says, have to drop, but just wanted to let everyone know how awesome Lane and MADRANK are. Lane took 5 minutes the other day right before a big presentation to say hi and give me a bit of encouragement. I'll catch the replay later. Keep the awesome.
Kevin.
Later, Kevin, man. Thanks for stopping in, brother.
Yeah, Byron, to your point, there's a couple times that I've had phone calls with Lane, and they're going over the Bluetooth in my speaker, and my 11-year-old son's in the truck, and I'm like, Lane, we're on speaker. We're still on speaker.
Yep.
Well, that's good. I had somebody walking through a convenience store buying stuff for their kids' party the next day, and they're walking around with their cell phone on, and I'm just going all ape shit, and he's like, oh, I'm at the checkout, and I'm like, really? Show her your phone. And I'm like, hey, lady, there's about 1 million people going to see this video, and she was like, I'm like, I'll blur your face out later on the replay.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So, why? I mean, why did you guys do this? I mean, and here's the reason that I ask is because everybody says this is such a successful thing for me, and I'm releasing it to you because I'm being that cool guru, and basically I want you on my list so I can slam you with all these upsells later on throughout your life, and it becomes a a real hate relationship, because I read these emails just to see what kind of bullshit they're throwing out, so I have things to talk about on the show. But I know they're getting click-throughs. I know they're getting the clicks, and because that's what I did too. I still have a mailing list that my GetResponse. I just found out from GetResponse I haven't mailed to anybody in 120 days, and they asked if I was still around. I've been paying the bill, but my group just is sitting there. I mailed them and I said, hey, I just want to let you know I was, alive. 3 people opened it.
Sure.
Because they were wondering if I was selling something.
Sure.
So why the hell did you create MADRANK, and why are you telling us how to all become billionaires?
All right. Did you see that live deal close I did with Sam Jolly
Last night?
Yes, I did.
Right, for equity and a lot of cash.
Yep.
That's why. Because by training you guys, there's an inside chance that honestly there is something in it for me. By training you guys, I'm not training the competition. I'm training JV partners.
That's as fucking easy as you can get. And here's the funny part. I don't think you're giving away your business. Because honestly, there's going to be 80% of the people who get in there and go, oh, I learned so much, and never move forward.
Yep. Or they need help. They need our help moving forward, and we're here to provide that. But first and foremost, it's providing value up front, and that's kind of been the thing. I know you hear that all the stinking time, but the truth is, if we can make somebody successful, it helps us, and it helps us as a partner moving forward. It's not. There's so much room, even here in this little town with you and I. We're going to control the town, but the truth is, you know what? Joshua Fletcher's here. A whole bunch of other pretty impressive people are here in Phoenix.
Damian Rufus is right up the street.
Tons of room. There's tons of room. All you have to do is find a niche, because there are so many SEOs out there that have no idea what they're doing and don't know how to talk to businesses. And if you're able to do that, you have a leg up from the get-go, and then the SEO just becomes a commodity. So,
well, you know what I hear all the time is, and it's lately too, especially within the last year, is I'll get on the phone and just because I've been doing it, I've been following some processes and doing what works, I'll hear this all the time. They'll say, hey, I talked to 5 other guys and you actually make sense, or you actually seem like you care. And I'm like, woo, so it's a good thing to hear that, because I know that, you get all these SEO guys, they're just trying to make some money too, but they don't know how to go about it. They're not. They just say, yeah, I'll build links. Let's get you on an SEO campaign. They don't really dive into what that specific business's goals are, and that person. Like, I'll want to personally kind of talk to them and know that person, instead of just, yeah, you're just another drop in the pan. You're just another account in my company. You know what I mean?
Well, I wanted to say you hit it on the head, because I have SEO guys call me, and they want to razzle-dazzle my ass, and I'm like, do you know who you called? Oh, we can rank you, and da-da-da. I'm like, man, I'm #1 for my niche. And they're like, oh, what niche is that? I'm like, you called me. You know what niche. Didn't you do any research? No. Yeah, you scraped my freaking websites, what you did, you little bastard.
Whoever wrote that script for the call center that called you probably downloaded that off of the Warrior Forum.
Yeah, that's right. But here's the thing: is when you talk to them, Byron, and you're, like you said recently, is you're talking ROI, not SEO.
No.
And there's a big freaking difference to a business person. The guy at the coffee shop, when you say, I'm an internet marketer or I do SEO, he's like, I ain't got time. But when you call up and go, dude, I want to double your income in the next hour, he's like, whoa, hold on, somebody take this. I got a phone call.
Yeah.
Cheryl, get out from underneath my desk. I got to do something.
See? Now, ladies, sorry. I said I would try to not talk about blowjobs. Lane jumps right into it. Now we've got a running total. This will now be number 4 show talking about BJs and that crap. So it's just the way it goes. Sorry, Christine Best. There she is. She's gonna jump in. I do invite my list to the SEO show Profit with Hangouts group. All 38. And here's something that that people will kill themselves for SEO wise. I have a niche on Facebook that I go into once a month to see the number of people.
Right.
Started this a few months ago, and my wife's like, I keep getting all of these notifications that hundreds of people are coming into this group. What are you doing with it? And I said, what group? I mean, tell me. And so she told me it, so I go in and look. We're at 2,500 people. I've posted 5 times. Nothing of value. A stupid picture. But it's such a cool niche that they just keep flooding in and wanting all this fucking money. I can't monetize it. So, guys, I know that there have to be another 100 or 1,000 of the same exact niche site that is growing, and I think of that as my business. You can say you've got all this knowledge and you're growing this knowledge, but what are you doing to monetize it? Like you said, you're a technician. You're the best SEO guy out there. But where's the money?
Doesn't matter.
And I'm going to let people know that I want you, Lane, to fly out to Phoenix. So you got to come hang out in the real world.
Well, I can be there by 7 p.m. There's a flight leaving at 2:53 out of Kansas City.
Perfect.
Well, that would mean I have to come too.
Well, I'm actually leaving. My bag's packed right there.
I told you he was coming, Byron.
Yeah,
he's not coming for me. He's coming to play poker and hang out and drink good whiskey with his business partner.
That's part of the reason. The other part is we have a real special opportunity. We have a prospect who's willing to allow us to film step 3 in his office.
Nice.
And so, yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, we're getting off webinar and we're going live.
Holy
That's
shit.
cool.
So let me ask you, have you ever seen a video of somebody or somebody closing an SEO account or a lead generation account? That's what's going to happen.
Nice. No, I haven't. In fact, the MADRANK videos.
I can guarantee you that nobody's willing to sit down and go live, let alone have the client sit there and say yay or nay.
Well, I'll tell you what, the MADRANK videos, the free videos, I've never seen anything like that. I mean, you guys have been live on with people a couple times making deals, and it's like, this is real stuff. I mean, it's cool that you can actually see that, and you see their objections, and you see the little things that come up and how you can, like, approach that. I mean, those tactics help.
Yeah. Hashtag deal porn.
Yeah.
Well, here's what's cool is when I worked the call center, we had to what they call we called it jacking in.
Oh, gotcha.
And you would plug into the guy's phone while he's doing his job, so you can hear what's happening and understand the process and hear bad and good and how do you deal with it. And you had to do that for a week before you were ever given your own headset and sit there. And I hated it.
Yeah.
Until there was a situation that I knew I was going to have to face, and then it was, oh, this guy's doing that? Okay. Oh, what if he did ask that. Okay, cool. And hearing it, that flow, and I think everybody gets to that flow after you start doing it.
Yeah, no kidding. I just want to say that I want to go on record and say that Justin Blake is the smoothest closer I have ever known in my life. Yeah, I'm in pushing the revenue and basically putting a gun to their head and telling them pull the trigger. JC is more the smooth operator where the deal's closed before he even walks in.
See, now I'm like you. I'm like, so, do you have your checkbook? And they're like, whoa, what am I buying? Don't worry about it. Just, make sure you spell my last name correctly. And Byron's like, hey. Well, so you can shoplift the pootie.
Hey, Justin, would you enlighten us how to do something? I'm still trying to figure this out, how you do it. He won't tell.
He's just sitting there. He's like, "Pimps don't give their secrets." Yeah,
Hey, you gotta have that big green hat, right? You gotta have the big green hat and the whole shebang going on there. So
that's right. You got your lowrider and your Vatos in the back seat, man.
Right.
You just walk up and go.
Wrong backhand.
So Lane is holding your baby powder before you give them the bitch slap.
Yes.
I'm not real sure how to answer that question. That might be a little bit off the beaten path there.
Hey, that's
I mean,
that's the route we like to go.
Interesting story. That's kind of how Justin and I founded our partnership. Was he was student number 1, and then he went out there and was just sewing up all of Phoenix, and then he's coming back to me like, dude, how do I fulfill this? And I'm like, hey, Justin, tell you what, let's scale this. Let's be partners. And then Justin's like, I'm in.
That was exactly the term. I'm in. Let's go.
Well, here's the funny part is, Justin, you and I think, have been friends on Facebook for a while. And again, it's a Facebook thing. It's not, we're not friends. We don't talk. I don't think we've ever even instant messaged and said, hey, what's up? Nice. Thanks for connecting, or whatever the fuck you're supposed to do. It was just like, okay, yeah, you're friends with him. You got to be somewhat cool. I didn't know that you were right down the street. And the other day, I'm like, yeah, we need to all get together. And he's like, well, I'm headed to the bar now. I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. It's usually people just go, whatever.
Yeah.
And Damian Rufus is right down the street. And, I mean, he's at Westgate. His office is Westgate.
Perfect.
And he's like, oh, I wouldn't want his office in a million years right now. It's got to be a madhouse over there for that Super Bowl.
Downtown, too.
Yeah.
We've got some ATMs downtown that we have to actually get out of our truck and walk a mile to get it filled. So we're carrying cash through downtown to go fill this ATM. It's not a pretty thing.
Yeah, I'd have a couple of my boys with me, fully packed. Sorry, Homeland Security, but these guys do carry guns.
Right.
Oh, I love it.
No, but that's the coolest thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, anybody that likes the SEO show on Facebook, I will give you MADRANK's BNI Bomber system, which is a system that or what it does is it gives you a formal process to use in your day-to-day networking. I mean, it works best with BNI, but works in any social setting to prospect for clients. And we'll give you that for free. You just got to like the SEO show.
And actually, I'll one up that too, if you don't forgive me. I almost have the SEO proposal spreadsheet completed, the new one. And if you like the SEO show, I'll send you that one too.
Well, son of a bitch.
Check that out.
Damn. I want you to, but if you go to the SEO show on Facebook /SEO show, if you do this and you want to take these guys up on it, you have to hashtag MADRANK so that we know who the hell you are and we can keep track of whoever's coming in. And I know all 430 of you bastards out there right now. So don't try to sneak in and try to ask for an invite over to MADRANK, and if I know you, if you're cool, you're not a troll, and I can vouch for you one way or another, I'll make sure that I extend the invitation to you. It's not a free-for-all, guys, and don't IM me. I don't answer that shit. I'm hiring somebody to go through my IMs just so I don't have to deal with you frickers. I had a guy literally ask me to sit down and give him my information, and he made sure to tell me that he could not afford to pay me.
I've had that too. They're just like, tell me how you spell SEO, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, well, and then, we had the other guy a couple weeks ago. He was like, well, if you train me, I will give you money in the future. And I went, I know that scam, dude. I know it. I think once or twice I tried it. I will do profit sharing with you if you tell me how you made all your money. No, that don't work. That don't work. You got to get out there and hustle, guys, and that's one thing that I've noticed with Lane. And one day I wanted to give Sam a shout-out from last night. He went out and did it. Yeah. Even if he made a mistake, even if there was a stumbling block, he went out and he did it. and you took a pause and you said, whoa, let's look, okay, this is where we've got to, course correct and get back on, and this will fix it while still giving value and getting the information you need to make more money.
Yep.
I was so sitting there that I'm on SpyFu, I'm on SEO Moz, I'm on all these sites, and I'm typing in the names going, dude, okay, now here's a number you need, okay, and look at this, and this is what they're spending. And, yeah, and I was like, this is awesome, because now I feel like I can reach out to them and say, if you need something, I've got a resource or two that you can share, and it might help you. And that doesn't happen when the gurus go through a process. They don't want to tell you the niche. They don't want to, because things blow up, but they don't really.
Yeah.
If you make yourself bulletproof by having a good frickin' SEO system, and nobody's going to come in and take your client. One, you got a kick-ass fucking relationship, and they're making too much fucking money to gamble to lose you.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, think about this. You've got, like that deal that Sam's working up now. Like, if it doesn't go through, it doesn't go through. But the information that he learned is just insanely valuable. That in the future, it'll put him leaps and bounds ahead. It's a numbers game, and if it's not a good fit, it probably was going to be a bad account to have anyway.
I think I might be a douchebag.
No, he's not a douchebag.
Not Sam. I mean the client. The client.
The prospect, the counterparty to this deal is just your typical super left-brained nerd who all he wants is just to work, and so the guy doesn't have a real business. He's just a consultant, for lack of a better word, and all he wants is more business, and that's all he knows. And the problem, and I kept trying to tell Sam, I said the problem with that is that if you want this deal, you're gonna have to figure that out for him. But the other problem with these left brain types is it's not they do know what they want. It's just that they don't know it till they see it. So you got to do a lot of legwork to show him the details of, okay, this is the broad market, and tease out where he's getting his business from, and be like, okay, I showed you the broad market and how dog shit those conversions were. Let me show you your niche market, and then I'm going to let you decide what you want to do, and then we're just going to roll. I already know what the answer to that question is going to be.
Well, and you were looking at a return on investment, if I remember right, of over $200,000.
Yeah.
I think in one of the spreadsheet, and I was like, $200,000 to a dude who doesn't really have a business, who just wants to work, and he doesn't have to do anything because Sam's going to do all the legwork for him. All he's got to do is sit down and do the work himself. He'd be a damn fool not to sign up for it, and you've proven to the left brain guy, because there are the numbers.
Yep,
and that guy wants to see numbers, and the numbers have to make sense, and no fast-talking shit you do is not going to ever sell him.
No, it's funny because you start walking through that spreadsheet, and what happens is you get to the end of that spreadsheet, and they go, well, shit, I'm stupid if I don't do this. And that's kind of what you're looking at, and especially with the way we put that together. I mean, that's what it is, and they just go, this is a no-brainer, and it makes the dialogue so much easier because now you've walked them all the way through, and you put their numbers in, so now they have some ownership of what's going on. And now when I do these proposals and step 1, 2, and 3, I actually involve the client right then and there with my laptop, and we go pick the keywords together. We go pick this, we go pick that, and I just put it all together right in front of them. So now there's an ownership issue, and they just look at it and go, oh my dear God, you know what you're doing. Where do I sign up? And here's the check.
Well, I'm not a spreadsheet guy. Now here's the funny thing. I'm sitting down in Vegas with Byron next to me, and he's on his little iPad bullshit, typing away like he's, Sally's secretary over there, and I'm on my phone one thing at a time. And I'm listening to these. We're listening to this lawyer talk, and I'm like, oh shit, we need that, and oh shit, we need that. And he's on Excel, and he's just doing all these things, and I'm like, I don't get that shit. I show my wife this Excel sheet that you have, and she's an Excel nut too.
Yeah.
She starts dropping in numbers and going, okay, so what about this? And she looks at me and she goes, why aren't we making this money yet?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck me, man. I am not letting this shit out ever again because now I'm getting my ass drawn up on the fence. She's like, these numbers are so easy. I don't know why do business owners not go there? And I go, honey, honestly, I've never seen this before to use it to close. That's why they always say no to me. I'm talking up here at them, and they need to know that ROI. I said, I hit it the hard way because I'm like you, Lane. It's, hey, you're going to fucking pay me because I'm that good.
Now imagine the hard close combined with the undisputed ROI of what you're proposing. You're going to buy or die. Pick.
Yeah.
No, and it's just it was so simple. And when you guys released that, I was like, who the hell does this? This could be made into a program, and so I could get $17 for this for one computer, or I can say we can outsource this to your entire sales team for $79. I've got the sales sheet up for you if you want it.
JC and I are not interested in putting nukes in the hands of terrorists. I mean, that's like putting that spreadsheet out as a WSO would be like walking over to Hamas and saying, "Hey, here's all the Russian nukes. Have fun, boys."
I mean,
pro tip, real quick. JC and I, we haven't really briefed this, just because this was kind of secret sauce. So I'm just going to share it with you privately. Well, obviously it's on the air, but take that proposal, all right, and black out the ROI in step 2. Black out the ROI. Just show him what the market is. Show him the money, and leave that with him. With the competition analysis, where you go back to so that when he comes in the proposal, he's already filleted himself to death with the numbers, and he's just ready to do it.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That could be badass. That could be. Yeah, well, I can guarantee you'll be getting some fucking phone calls from somebody without having to bust balls to get there.
Nope.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing ever. You get rid of all the fee part. You get rid of all the other stuff. You just show them ROI. You show them what they can make, and they just start lining up. I mean, my sales funnel, I can't get it cleared out. I mean, that's really what's going on, and it's like, okay, all right, who's next? Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, Frank, you were talking about how do you describe yourself in the coffee shop when a business owner asks you what do you do? It's real simple. I'm a business development specialist.
Oh, so you're not an internet consultant?
No, we add revenue to your top line. It's your job to preserve it on the bottom line.
Perfect.
And here's let me pull out my porn. Oh fuck! I don't even have one available. Mike Michalowicz. I talk about him because I was on one of his marketing groups for a couple of books that he wrote, and he came out with his 3rd book. Now talking about making your business and starting in the entrepreneurial thing and getting moving. His 3rd book was Profit First.
Profit First.
And he flipped it on everybody. And the whole idea is to, before you pay anything out and everything, you pull your profit.
Yeah.
Because you finally notice that if your bills will get paid with less money, but if you have $1,000, your bills will always be $1,000. But if you pull out $200 in profit first, suddenly your bills are only $800.
Suddenly.
Well, they better be.
Well, but I mean, and it's getting rid of the dead weight shit, and it's getting rid of the crap that you don't need. I mean, back in the day, I subscribed to every freaking magazine out there, and don't ask me why, because they came in and I never read them. I get Arizona Monthly. I don't know why I spent $35 to get Arizona Monthly. I don't even leave my house. I don't care what the mountains look like, the white mountains, the black mountains, Diamondbacks, and all. I don't know. I don't care, but I spent the money on it, and I cut that out. Now all of a sudden I got $35 for my autoresponder that I don't even use. So it's reversing that mentality, and that's what you guys did. I think is you reversed the mentality of this SEO business, this internet consulting is. you've said now we get the money, and now you can call yourself whatever you want.
Yeah.
First rule of MADRANK, get the fucking deal. Second rule of MADRANK, figure out how to fulfill it.
Nice. Well, this is what I'm doing right now is like my team and they work on their own stuff. They do their thing from what I've initially told them in the past, and so now I'm personally doing the MADRANK system. Frank and I are personally going through everything and figuring it out ourselves and doing deals ourselves. So then I can say, okay, guess what, guys? We've got this new revised, better plan than what you're currently doing. So, I mean, I take it personally to get on the phone and actually do this method myself. So when a guy in my team comes to me, I'm like, no, you do this and this, and here's how you solve this. I mean, I got to understand it myself, you know?
Yep. That's badass, Byron.
And the cool part now is everybody's like, I want to get an outsourcer, but I don't have enough for them to pay them. Well,
time or money, it's going to cost you one or the other. If you don't have the money, then use your time.
But here's the funny part. When you're selling a shitload of people, you suddenly have so much money, but not enough time to do the fulfillment. Go hire your outsourcers to do all the work.
This has been the busiest 2 weeks of my life.
Oh, dude, you've been going nuts. I mean, literally, you and I have hit I know that when you're hitting me at 10 o'clock, it's midnight on the East Coast, you know, and you're still going later, and, you know, you're up at about the same time I am. So I know the hours you've been pulling. And then you're doing these webinars that you're going, we'll get a webinar once or twice a month. It's been once or twice a day. Plus you're taking phone calls from the students and walking through and helping and doing that, plus your own business.
Yeah.
It's just I haven't seen anybody throw in as much so fast that it's overly honest. It's not I'm giving you a resource to, you know, get backlinks. You're going, listen, I'm getting on this webinar to show you how to overcome this challenge.
You know, one of the things that we hear about that you're talking about right now is you also have to remember that Lane's in the Army. So he's spending half his day, you know, on base. I'm spending, I probably work, I don't know, 12 hours a day on my other business, 7 days a week. And then we still do this and we work our asses off because it's about action. It's about doing. You know, when Lane talked about the rules of MADRANK, go get the business, get it fulfilled. He forgot the third one. Do it again.
Do it again.
That's
just
awesome.
do it again and just work. So there you go.
So Lane, you still have to do base time?
Well, what I mean, it's kind of weird. My boss was my rugby coach back at West Point. We went to war together. Kind of have a sweetheart deal. I'm out in 28 days. So, and oh, by the way, he's an investor in my business, so it's kind of corrupt. And so when I tell him, hey boss, I'm gonna go close a deal, he's like, all right, Lane, I'll see you back in a couple hours. And I literally have my suit in my cubicle where I get out of my uniform, change into civilian clothes, go close the fucking deal, come back, hey boss, I scored, and then call JC and say, hey, we got the deal.
You know, it's funny. Growing up on Parris Island, I know when you're saying the going around. One, you went to West Point, man. Congrats.
Thanks.
Got a kid at church that just graduated high school and he was going into West Point, and I was high-fiving him. I'm like, dude, you're a true warrior there. You're gonna get an education that'll just rock anything that Harvard could ever give you. And thank you again for serving, you know, this great country of ours and giving me the ability to be a dick on air. Because I really should have served time so I could earn that myself, but I didn't. I said serve time, serve my country. But no, you're doing 12-hour days, and all you're asking for is people to go out and do what you tell them to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, well. But the hard part was in the very beginning when I didn't have the sweetheart deal, when I wasn't terminal, which is code for getting out. When I was a company commander and I was working 18 hours a day, and somehow, some way, in my lunch break or in between, you know, PT, breakfast, and the first piece of business of the day, just slowly but surely moving that rock for the business, you know, slowly gaining mass. And so what I'm getting at is that, you know, for those people that say I have a full-time job, my answer is, so what?
That's right.
Hold on. Go Google how much does a soldier make. Then check officers and everything else, and I will tell you this: it's not enough. Not for what they do. So yeah, going out, he has to hustle.
No, and it's funny you mentioned that. I told JC, I said, hey man, I cannot in good faith leave the uniform until I'm at least doing twice as well with our business as I am doing in the Army. So yeah, let's make this happen. And JC said, well, I was gonna have the same conversation with you about my private business. I'm like, all right, well then we have some shit to do over the next 9 months.
Well, I think those are conversations that need to be made between partners, husband, wives, or anything else. My wife is finishing up her master's degree. She's a teacher in a school for the public school system, and she's like, I want to quit. And I said, fantastic. As soon as we have twice as much as you earn, you can quit. She's happy as shit because she knows she doesn't make that much money, so getting twice as much isn't that hard.
I want my fiance to keep her job so that she's tied down when I go on these business trips.
There you go.
You've got business in Vegas, my man.
Oh, I'll always have business in Vegas.
I'll be up there. Matter of fact, I'll be up there in 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
What are you going up there for?
I also coach volleyball, so I'll be up there for a big volleyball tournament.
At the college?
I don't know where we're going. I think we're going to be in the convention center. So.
Okay. All right. Yep.
No. It's going to be at the White Rhino.
I didn't say where I was going to be. I just said where I was going to coach.
Hey, you
that
coach,
is two different conversations right there.
Now. You can do FaceTime on a cell phone and be like, no, you don't want to do that. Another one. Keep them coming till I can't figure out how this fucking thing works. No, I really, listen, it's been an hour. We could probably bullshit for 12, but I really appreciate you guys coming out. For the ones who are looking at the SEO show and going, this was the sales show, you're right. It's the sales and close show. It's the get off your ass show. It's whatever you want. But I wanted you guys to see I've been there. I bought the courses. I have a hard drive full of shit. And the thing that was missing was to get into my head was, how the fuck do I talk to somebody? How does this knowledge turn into cash? And you guys have that process now. You don't talk about, the fulfillment. Like you said, that's the easy part. Picking up the phone, going through, showing these people how it's going to benefit them to work with you. That's something that all these phone calls saying I do SEO and these guys hang up, you're not going to go to them and get that proposition in front of them saying that. So go over to the MADRANK group.
Yeah.
Ask for an invite. Hook up with one of your friends that's inside of it. Go to mad-rank.com/missing-link. Check out the videos on there. You've got frickin' 12 hours and 55 minutes to get the shit done. You're an idiot if you don't. I don't want to hear crybaby bullshit. If you don't have money by the end of this year, it's because you didn't take action. I said it last night. Everybody's got a hurdle to overcome. The guys who make it are the guys who say fuck it and run through the hurdle and then pick themselves up or hook up with somebody who can help them. I couldn't do what I do if I didn't have Byron. Lane couldn't have it without Justin. Justin couldn't have it without Lane. These guys are a great team. I think Byron and I do a kick-ass team. We had fun in Vegas.
Yeah.
But it wasn't parties. It was work. I mean, we worked. I mean, we were out there to hustle up business. And every one of you can do this. Stop looking for the excuse because the only thing holding you back is whatever you're putting in front of yourself now.
That's right.
Can we end this on a super positive note?
Let's do
I
it.
thought that was.
Hey, oh no, that was very uplifting. If you're
Got me fired up, man.
Kick you in the balls.
No, yeah. But what I was gonna say is February 28th, 1900 at the Majestic Steakhouse. It's an old pre-Prohibition saloon in Kansas City, hosting an open bar party to celebrate the fact that I'm no longer in uniform and MADRANK is a public company.
Nice.
Yeah, so come on.
Awesome.
20th
And that would be the only freaking reason anybody should ever be in Kansas City.
Yeah. No, and the same invitation goes open to the missing linkers. Come to Kansas City. You guys are like family to us.
Absolutely.
You'll need your handshake and your badge in order to get in, so make sure you're inside and you get that.
Bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, it's an open bar if everybody brings their own shit. No, that is awesome. You said February 28th?
Yeah, February 28th. And if you need help with lodging, I'll get you the hookup.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Everybody's
I'm gonna
sleeping
try
at lanes. And we'll have the free access or at least discounted access to limos. They're called taxis.
The bar, for me, the bar is just down the street. I live downtown.
Pretty
that's
sure
a
we're not all
walk.
staying at your house, though, Lane.
What's that?
We're not all staying at your house, so.
You know, I thought it'd be kind of funny for Franny, my fiance, to walk downstairs and be like, "Who are all these derelicts?"
Why does it smell so gross in our living room?
I don't know what we did last night, honey.
And then this sheep comes walking out of the kitchen. No, that is awesome. Congrats, man. That is so close. I mean, you're 29 days away?
29 days away.
29 days, man. You are so short. That is awesome.
I'm not even showing up to the office anymore. I'm on terminal leave as of today.
Oh man, yeah, we're
Dude,
definitely
nice.
gonna hook up when you're here. I want to say thank you very much for coming, hanging out. We waited almost a month for this one. No, it's because I felt bad pushing people and saying, hey, look, we got so much cool shit coming out, and then all of a sudden I'm talking to Byron, I'm like, do you think we could be cool and bump somebody? And just be like, just be like the Jay Leno show and just be like, hey, we're dicks. You're not going on. We got somebody else to fill it. But we didn't, and I'm glad we waited because we got some killer news, and it's the last day to get into the MADRANK. Go, check it out, figure out your finances, say hi, get into the SEO group, do the hashtag MADRANK in order for us to pass on your information to get the cool little things that you got to listen to again in the replay.
System in the proposal. Those two together, you add those two together and add a little bit of personal hustle, you'll have the investment fee for MADRANK inside a week.
What was his name who bought on Friday and closed on Monday?
Oh, that was Lewis Orts. I don't want to say his name, but yeah, the kid got in Friday. He had half a full-time income by Monday.
I know. And he's like, yeah, it took me a little time. And I'm like, took you time? You're like 20-some years old. Took you some time. If that's a long period of time, you really hate me.
and the other missing linker, Chase Browning, 23 years old, he sharks 5% of a $3 million import-export company, plus his commissions. I mean, it's just...
You hear these guys always talk about in the internet marketing world, once they get to a certain level, they don't put this out in WSOs, but once you get into these inner workings, they're always talking about getting a piece of the pie. Brad Goss is real cool. He'll help your company out as long as he gets ownership, residual money, profit sharing, and you're going to pay his damn fee too. So, and he's pushed that forever. And I've always thought, wow, that's really cool. Wonder how you do that, this and that. I got my answer. Finally, Brad's going to tell me if I pay his fee. And I get into MADRANK, and all of a sudden I'm seeing it, and I'm like, son of a bitch, where were you 4 years ago?
I was in Iraq getting shot at.
That's not an excuse. Jeez, you guys with your little reasons.
No, I wasn't. I was in Georgia getting drunk.
Well, listen, guys, we have rattled. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hook up, guys. MADRANK on Facebook. SEO Show on Facebook. That's Byron Lee. That's Justin. That's Lane. I'm Frank Schwartz. It's Friday. Get out of here, guys. I'll talk to you later.